talking about right before we went to break, and they're looking fantastic.
They are. So we've got a couple options. We can finish cooking on here.
Right.
The outside might get a little bit dry that way.
Okay.
Or I can finish it in the oven as I like to and even infuse some additional flavor, because if I put it in the oven now, that skillet is so hot, it's gonna really cook it a lot from the bottom.
Right.
So I wanna raise it up a little bit, put it on like a rack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a whole bunch of garden rosemary.
That is a whole bunch.
Literally a whole bunch.
Uh-huh.
So check this out. So I'll pick up the pork, I'm gonna lay that rosemary down in that skillet. Oh yeah.
They love that.
They do like that. And now,
Isn't that beautiful?
my affinity
Take
towards...
a picture fast. Where's my camera?
Let's gloss it up a little bit with some reserved bacon grease.
Like we needed more pork.
Okay, now this is just going to help protect it. The truth is there's no breading on here, so without breadcrumbs or flour, it's not going to absorb in all that fat. It's just going to add a little bit of flavor.
Sure. Hey, what'd you call that again? It's this porterhouse steak.
It's the pork porterhouse.
The pork porterhouse. So on the piggy, where would that be on his body? Here's your map.
Well, so it'd be kind of like...
No, right here.
It'd be right along the back stretch. So that's gonna have, like if it were beef, that would be the New York strip and the tenderloin, two of the best parts. That's what we're getting on the pork.
On the back.
On the back.
Not on the butt.
Not on the, as much as I like pork butt, this time it's not on the butt.
I was worried about that.
All right, so now we've got our jam that's cooking down. The blackberries are still kind of big and a little bit hearty. So I want to break those down a little bit.
Oh.
Oops, sorry about that. Will you go ahead and mash those for me?
You know, I should expect this by now. By the way, this is our 50th episode.
It is.
By now, I should be very familiar and expecting this kind of practical jokes during our shows.
No, it's just some, I want to introduce you to like the big culinary tools of the trade.
Because you use these every day, I'm so sure.
Clearly, I think that one still has a price tag on it. I just put a little bit of lemon juice in here. I've now got some Texas mustard. This is a smoky mesquite mustard. Okay, this is our salad dressing that we're going to take a little bit of arugula and spinach. How's that working for you there, champ?
I feel like I'm plunging a toilet or something.
Wow, if that doesn't excite your taste buds, I don't know what does.
I just was thinking the last time I did this was that day. Anyway.
Hopefully it has nothing to do with what we were making on the show that day.
It has nothing to do with these beautiful blackberries, okay? Anyway, back to your dressing.
Let's change to the dressing subject rather than the toilet talk. What we've got here is a quick vinaigrette, just a little bit of mustard, a little bit of lemon juice, some Texas olive oil, and we're just gonna mix that in together, get it ready for our salad. I actually have a little interesting note here is that if you like to make your salad dressings with a blender or a stick blender, do not use, unless you've tried a particular brand, extra virgin olive oil.
Right.
Interestingly enough, it gets broken down and there's something called a polyphenol. Anyhow, long story, it will taste really bitter. And so what I did...
Tasting oil is better to use in that case.
Pretty much anything other than extra virgin olive oil. So yeah, tasting oil is gonna be better. Do me a favor, taste this oil. And there's no trick here.
Yeah, right.
Really delicious Italian olive oil.
Taste this.
Okay, now stir this one up and taste that. Oh yeah, it's okay for her to double dip, but when it's me, it's a totally different story. And she didn't even realize she was doing it.
I didn't. I'm at home. Hush.
You are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if you spit that out in there, you are done for this segment. I'll be bye-bye, Amy. That was just from running that oil. Pretty funny there. Running that oil in a blender for 30 seconds ruined the oil. So if you want to make, if that face doesn't tell you right there, if you want to make it in the blender, then use a light olive oil.
Do
canola,
not do that at
else.
home. It's awful.
Last thing we're gonna do, get ready for our salad while you're enjoying that flavor carryover. I've got my grill on, and I like to add some flavor to our salad. I like some sweetness, that's gonna go great with the pork, and I also like a little smokiness. So I'm gonna take some grapes and toss those down on the grill.
Well, that's interesting. I've never seen anybody grill grapes.
And we're just gonna cook them for about 10 to 20 seconds.
Just
flip them.
sear 'em?
Yeah, I'll just get a little bit of char, a little bit of burst on the skin, and that's gonna be it.
I tell you what, this has been the most exciting show I've ever been at. Y'all stay tuned.
Just
I'm sure
scrape
there's
your
more
tongue.
good, funny stuff to come. Be right back.